Ads keep getting more expensive. SEO takes longer to see results from. Social media algorithms keep restricting organic reach. Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to discuss the hard truth about marketing in 2019. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel. That way when we release more marketing tips, you'll get notified. Question for you. Do you find it hard to just get results no matter what you're doing? If you're finding it hard, leave a comment below with yes. If you're getting amazing results and you think it's easy, leave a comment below with no, because I'm curious what you're doing. Here's the hard truth. Marketing is going to keep getting harder, and what used to work and what used to be easy is no longer going to be the case. Companies in Silicon Valley raise millions of dollars, in many cases hundreds of millions and sometimes even billions of dollars. You know what that money is mainly spent on these days? Marketing and sales. That's driven up costs drastically. There's even an age-old saying, you know who the best marketer is? The one who can spend the most money on marketing. In other words, it's going to get more expensive, it's going to get harder and harder, so what should you do? Well, there's a few things you need to change and adjust your strategy so that way marketing still does work for you in 2019. Let's go over it. First, marketing isn't about marketing anymore. Marketing is about putting the user first. If you do what's best for them, you'll get the traffic, you'll get the sales. A good example of this is if you go out there and you create a really terrible product or service, no matter how much traffic you drive, you're not going to generate any revenue. People are really picky these days because there's so many competitors out there. If you don't create something that's amazing, something that delights people, you're not going to do well. And if you don't know how to do that, you need to go back to the drawing board and talk to your potential customers. You can use tools like Hotjar, SurveyMonkey to survey them. You can pick up the phone and start calling people and getting their feedback. You can even meet people in person over coffee and get their feedback. If you don't know what's best for your audience, ask them. Once you figure that out, keep making those tweaks, keep asking them until you figure out how to delight them. That makes things 10, 20 times easier to market. The second thing that you need to know is marketing has changed to omnichannel approach. One channel isn't going to drive you the results that it used to for all these older companies. The reason being is the landscape is more competitive. It doesn't mean marketing doesn't work, it just means it's competitive. And you're not going to get the results you want from each channel. But if you combine them all, you can still do well. I want you to do things like collect emails and leverage push notifications. By leveraging all these channels, you're going to do better. The third thing that you need to know is you need to have differentiation. Businesses online are a dime a dozen now. Everyone's considering creating a business online more than they're even trying to create a business offline. People don't want all these retail stores. People don't want to have all these Verizon booths anymore selling you cellular phone service. Instead, they want all these internet and web-based companies that just deliver them within an hour so that way they don't have all these fixed costs. In other words, if you can't differentiate yourself because there's more competition now, there's no reason for people to go with you over your competition. For example, I use Apple computers not because of the price, but because they connect with all my devices, they're seamless, they're easy to use, and they last a long time. And you do get a good product for the price. While there's a lot of other cheap PCs out there, a lot of them break, they get slowed down after you use them for like 6 months. You don't have those issues with the Apple computer. If you can't figure out what differentiates you from your competition, you won't do well. And a good way to figure this out is go look at all of your competitors. Look at what they're missing. Can you provide that? Is that something that people want? And if you can, will you do better? And you'll find that out by talking to potential customers. The fourth thing I want you to do is leverage the rule of 7. When someone sees your brand 7 times, they're much more likely to convert. If you don't engage and interact with them 7 times, they're not going to do as well. So doing things like remarketing helps. And I know a lot of you are already doing that. But are you leveraging push notifications? Are you leveraging email marketing? Those are other simple ways to get people back to engage with your brand, keep seeing it, and they don't cost much at all. And in many cases, they're free. The last thing I want you to do is update your content. Update your site. Continually improve your load time. In other words, I want you to keep getting better. Just because you're doing well doesn't mean you should stop. Things are going to keep getting harder in the future years. So if you don't keep improving, eventually you're going to find that your traffic, your sales are all going to dip. Just think of it this way. There's so many blogs out there, over 1 billion, that now Google doesn't want to just rank the best content. They also want to rank the freshest content because they have so many to choose from. So if you don't keep updating your content, your rankings will dip. If you don't keep improving your load time, Google's going to rank someone else who keeps having a faster site. Sure, your site may load fast enough and people may not have issues, but if someone loads twice as fast and creates a better user experience, might as well rank them over you. You gotta keep getting better. You can't be satisfied. If you follow all of those things, you'll do better in 2019. And if you need a little bit of extra help, check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital. If you enjoyed this video, like it, comment below. I'll answer, I'll help you out. Share this video, tell your friends about it. Thank you for watching.